It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Showtime. Geno Jones, Showtime. That's me right there. How about that? Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 out on the West Coast. Just got through brushing my teeth. You know when you brush your teeth, kind of get that toothpaste kind of film going? Got to keep those pearly whites pearly white. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share. You can share and tag everybody you know, all social media platforms. Like, share, and tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. The countdown to a YouTube partner. The countdown to becoming a YouTube partner. We're looking at, about 22, only 22 new subscribers. We get 1,000 new subscribers, we'll become a YouTube partner. That means that my media company will get a check from YouTube every month. And it is so important that we can support Black-owned businesses, so I thank everybody in advance. Spread the word. Keep spreading the news. Make sure you subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You can be a sponsor, or you can support the show financially yourself, individually, or like I said, be a sponsor. So go use my email address, GenoJonesShow@gmail. No, the GenoJonesShow@gmail. If you would like to support the show financially, individually, you can Zelle your financial support. No amount is too small or too large, or shoot me an email, and I'll give you all your sponsorship information, or you can cash app $Dad G Jones. Let's jump right into it there. So I want to talk to my young people. I started off last night. A shout out to South Carolina State Representative J.A. Moore. It was a great conversation, but now I want to take a little deeper dive with my young people, especially my 20-somethings. My teenagers, my 20-somethings, and even 30s, early 30s, but really I want to focus on them Gen Zers and Gen Alphas, because I don't know if you got a chance to watch yesterday. Oh, by the way, the show is interactive. So what does that mean, interactive? That means if you're watching me right now, and I know you are, folks are watching live, there's a chat room. You see where it says live chat? You can jump in there. You can start a conversation. You can join the conversation. You can ask questions. You got a comment. It doesn't matter. You can just jump in there and do your thing, hook a brother up. All right? Now, so I was talking about a conversation that I had with my youngest daughter, Allie. Full disclosure, she's the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. And I will just kind of give you a summation, a general overview. The gist of her conversation was how her generation, young people, she's 24, people in her generation, they look around and they have just lost faith in all of our institutions, government, you name it, education, schools. Tuition is too high, and a lot of times you don't even get your money's worth. It's complicated. Especially if you got a son or daughter or a grandchild or maybe a niece or nephew in college. That's a whole different conversation, right? But she just talked about how Gen Zers and Gen Alphas have just lost faith in government, all kind of institutions in society in general. And I get it, because if I was 20-something, you just see more and more information coming out just about the level of depravity and sickness when it comes to these Epstein files. We had all these rich and powerful, primarily men, even though some would argue that maybe some of the women who were spouses enabled this behavior, or at least looked the other way, and they acquiesced is the term, or enabled. It's like, okay, I like the proximity to power. I like this money, this lifestyle. I kind of know, I kind of know my husband, you know, folks especially. There's been a lot of talk about Bill and Melinda Gates, and she divorced him, and she talked about how, you know, she's happy she divorced him, and she kind of got wind of things. But, you know, she's received some criticism, and then there's some other women that's been around some of these men that have been mentioned, especially mentioned numerous times. Nobody's been mentioned more than Orange Hitler, like 38,000 times, and they still only release half of the Epstein files. So I digress. But young people, they look at this, and I mean, we talking about CEOs in industry, finance, the financial industry, some of the most powerful people on the planet. You had former Prince Andrew. Now he's no longer a prince because they snatched they snatched that title from up under his ass. Now with Andrew Mountbatten, because he was Prince Andrew, but like I said, they snatched that damn title from up under his ass. But CEOs and you know that you've heard and seen or heard the names that's been mentioned. And so our Gen Zers, our 20-something, and even our Gen Alphas, you know, teenagers going into their 20s, they looking around and like, who can we believe in? What can we believe in? I mean, we go to school, you know, a lot of us went through COVID. We missed our high school graduations or our college graduations back in 2020, or maybe middle school graduations out of 8th grade, and it just, you see American citizens being murdered, shot in broad daylight, point blank, shot in the face or in the back of the head. And they say, well, what are we supposed to believe in? Who are we supposed to believe in? We don't believe in any of this shit. Because you all are hypocrites and you've lied. I mean, churches, I mean, all the institutions, you name it. From corporate America, the media, they see even universities that was bending over and kissing Orange Hitler's ass, media companies, major corporations, people that were having loans forgiven, they're not being forgiven now, and you got kids graduating with tens to hundreds of $1,000s in student loan debt, but the unemployment rate for our 20-somethings is dramatically high. I think I saw a number maybe somewhere near, if not 10%, near it, 8, 9, 10%. They can't afford to buy a house. They can't, you know, health insurance, and now they see subsidies for the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare being cut out. Like, what are we supposed to do? But I do want to speak. I want to speak to my young folks. And by the way, once again, shout out to everybody watching live. Please, I'd love to know. I'd love to know who's watching. I mean, I know people are watching. I'm looking at my numbers, my analytics. But the only way I can see your name, the only way I can give you a shout out or identify you if you want to be identified, want me to give you a shout out. Shout out to all my working divas, because it is a Working Divas Wednesday. Jump in that chat room where it says live chat and let me know who's watching so I can shout you out. Or if you're celebrating a birthday, Aquarius is. My oldest daughter's birthday is 8 days away. Shout out to Boogie, Lauren Hill Vaughn, and little Hendrix, her first child. Actually, believe it or not, my first grandchild. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, but we know it's a boy named Little Hendrix, spelled with an X, Hendrix, like Jimi Hendrix. Hendrix Blue, Bleu, Hendrix Blue Vaughn. All right. So I want to go back. Let's focus on like I said, my Gen Zers. Boogie's she's a millennial, but Allie's the Gen Z, and she's just really. And I've heard this conversation a lot in different places and spaces, and I've seen it online, just in videos on social media, and just you know, our Gen Zers have really kind of lost faith in a lot of cases, and misguided. They don't believe that voting matters. They just lost faith in all of the institutions that supposedly are going to make their life better. One thing, I want to say this, I want to say it again, and I said it yesterday. First of all, to my 20-somethings, to my teenagers and my 20-somethings, and even my 30-somethings who may not know it. You have so much power. Now, these institutions and these people that are, this regime that we have, with the propaganda, see the propaganda, the lies they want you to believe, propaganda is just basically a fancy word, a fancy way of just saying bullshit. They want you to believe the propaganda, the bullshit, or the lies, because there's a narrative. They want you to feel powerless. They don't want you to step into your power. They being the regime and these forces, these billionaires that are profiting off of hatred, fear, bigotry, racism, sexism, misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, violence. They're profiting off of this. And they don't want you to understand that you have the power just because of simple math. They're more Gen Z. If you took the two age groups or demographics, as they call them, with the largest population, Gen Zs and millennials. Gen Zers and millennials. But I think the Gen Alphas are right there too. So more than Gen Xers, more than baby boomers, more than the greatest generation, because they're like 80 plus, you know. So you have the numbers. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, millennials, you've got the numbers and you've got the power. You've got the political power. And in a lot of cases, you do have economic power. Yes, the unemployment rate is high, but Gen Zers are still spending a lot of money. And Gen Alphas are spending a lot of money, even if it's their parents' or grandparents' money. But you have so much, just showing up, because the political power you have, no one can stop you but yourself. You can overwhelm and shut this system down. You can overwhelm and shut this shit down. Please know and understand. You've got the power. There was an old party song, like a dance song from back in the 90s. It was a group. They were like literally a one hit. They had one hit, one hit in life. The group was called Snap. And the song was called I've Got the Power. I've got the power. I got the power. And actually, it was they had a female lead. I don't know who she was. Like I said, it was just a one hit one. I got the power. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom. You got the power. Absolutely. And the people in power are afraid of you realizing that you've got the power and stepping into your power, because you can shut this shit down. You have the power to change the world. You have the power to create the community, the country, the culture, and the world that you want to live in. So I need you to please step into that power. And it starts, one of the ways to use that power is to understand. I want you to look at politics differently. Because, I think the narrative that's been created for politics is like politics are going to fix all of our problems and they're going to be like our savior. What I want you to understand about politics is a system to where certain people are put in a position to utilize the power to determine who has rights and who gets resources. Who gets resources and rights. So I want you to look at politics and politicians like a delivery system. Like you got a cell phone. Here, I'm gonna make it real simple. You know, you got, because I know all y'all got cell phones. So you got your cell phone. Now, this device, it's a delivery system. Now, to make the delivery system work, you have to pick, okay, who am I going to use? Who's going to be really the delivery system to deliver the service, the Wi-Fi, and all that, and the storage for videos, photos. Who's going to be the delivery system? All right, so it could be, you know, all the different carriers. Carriers, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, other companies too. Politics is a delivery system, and it's in place to deliver resources and rights. Now, where your power really comes, but you get to decide, because remember what I told you. Gen Zers, millennials, and my Gen Alphas that's just turning 18, that's going to be turning 18 because you got midterms. So a lot of Gen Alphas, you'll be turning 18 this year. You'll be able to vote. And you damn sure will be able to vote in 2028. Okay? I don't say, well, it ain't going to be no elections. Oh, it's going to be elections one way or another. Because first of all, the Constitution states, it is codified in writing that each individual state controls their own elections. They're not federalized. All right, even elections for the United States President, the elections for the United States Senate, elections for the United States House of Representatives, each state controls its own elections. Each state has its own board of elections and people that control and run and count the votes in each state. Now, Orange Hitler is talking crazy shit about, oh, we want to nationalize. I want the Republicans to nationalize the election. Oh yeah, you see, you want to rig some shit. You on that bullshit. But the Constitution is in place, buddy, and I know you basically, his attitude to the Constitution, I'm going to show you what Orange Hitler's attitude to the Constitution is. Hold on, let me just do that. I'm going to do it on camera. This is his attitude. First of all, his ass hadn't read the Constitution, probably can't spell Constitution. But Orange Hitler's attitude to the Constitution is shred the Constitution, tear the Constitution. He don't give a damn about the Constitution. But the Constitution is there, and collectively, we have to put the pressure on the people. And now, the judges, shout out to the majority of the judges, they're saying, wait, hold on. Hold my beer, or hold my cognac, or whatever your drink is. You know, hold my kale, hold my kale smoothie, or my green tea. Oh, no. We're judges. And our job is to enforce the existing laws, including the Constitution is in place for a reason. So that's why you see Orange Hitler and this regime they've had a lot of losses in courts. That's how they got ran out of Chicago. They got ran out of Los Angeles. They are leaving Minneapolis. 700. Tom Homan, who, according to, New York Times, they saw a video where he took a $50,000 bribe. So he is the border czar that's, behind, really it stops with Orange Hitler. And that's what I want people to understand too, that the murders, the murder of Renee Good, the murder of Alex Preddy, the murder of Keith Porter Jr., a black man, a brother who was killed New Year's Eve. A lot of the news media ignore this brother, but they always ignore black people unless we're the ones that's being violent. But all these ICE agents and Custom and Border Patrol agents or thugs or criminals. Because they are. The ones that's murdering people and beating the shit out of people, beating them within an inch of their life, they are criminals. And oh, their day is coming. Your day is coming, buddy. Your day in court, if nothing else, karma is coming for your ass too. Absolutely. I don't care what Owen Hitler told you. You will be held accountable. All of you all. But let me go back to my Gen Zers. Understand that you all have the power. And politics is a delivery system. It is there to deliver your rights, your resources, and your rights. And you have to put people in office, because when you don't, when you sit, because they want you to be full of despair and desperation and depression and hopeless and just give up and throw your hands in the air and say to hell with it, fuck it. They all the same. And no. That's the propaganda. Translation, that is the bullshit. That's the bullshit narrative. That's what they want you to believe. They want to plunk you out of your power. My Gen Zers and my Gen Alphas, my 20-somethings, my teens, my late teens, they want to punk you out of your power because they know you've got power and they know that you've got numbers. And if you, especially Gen Zers and millennials, if you step into your power and if you all come together collectively, you can change this shit literally almost overnight. Change it all. Hold politicians accountable. Politicians, they're not, look, stop looking, they're not celebrities. Don't even look at the celebrities. Understand they are working for you. And you get to decide who represents you. If you went to see a doctor and the doctor couldn't help you, if every time you went to see your doctor, he was like, oh, nothing's wrong, everything's fine, but you kept getting sick, if you felt that your doctor wasn't listening to you or really wasn't helping you get better, what would you do? You would replace that doctor. It is no different with elected officials, with politicians. They are there to do a job. And at the end of the day, it is up to all of us, not just you, Gen Zer and Gen Alpha. It is up to all of us. But you have unique power. You've got time, you've got energy, you've got numbers. And that is a powerful combination. And this regime and these politicians and corporations and CEOs and billionaires that's benefited off the bullshit, off the exploitation of the hatred and the bigotry and the racism and the misogyny and the sexism and the patriarchy and the hate in all of its forms, they know it. But they don't want you to know it. But I'm giving up the ghost. I'm giving you the game. As we used to say on the south side of Chicago, I'm putting you up on game. Oh, yeah. Uncle G putting you up on game, baby. I'm giving up the ghost. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you where to go. What closet is that ghost in? I'm giving up, they call it giving up the ghost. Got the power. We all do. Politicians, they're public servants. They're there to serve you. They're just part of a delivery system. No different than AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile or whoever you go, whoever your carrier is. You know, those are the main three, but I know it's a lot more. Whoever you getting it through a supermarket or wherever. Politicians, the institution of politics, it's a delivery system. But you get to decide who delivers the resources and the rights that you are entitled to. You get to make that decision. So, if you live somewhere, it's like, well, these politicians, you know why a lot of politicians stick around for 20, 30 years, 40 years? Because of apathy, because they depend on young people and not so young people just giving up and just saying, oh, fuck it, it don't matter, they're all the same. That's what they want you to feel, because it gives them power. Because the more power you relinquish and give up, when you tap out and sit out and say it's hopeless, and you let despair and depression, disillusionment, disappointment, all of those D's, doubt, they depend on that. They depend on you leaning into that and tapping into that so they can maintain power. But when you flip it and take that doubt and despair and depression and disillusionment and depression and turn it into energy, control, and step into your power and let them know, hey, you know what? Get your ass up out of here. We got the power to find people who represent, who share your worldview and your attitude. You put them in a position, you show up. It's real simple. It may seem like it's a hard fix and it's impossible, but I promise you, I don't swear, but on Gene and Conway Jones, Gen Zers, Gen Alpha, my late teens and my 20-year-olds in your 20s, I promise you, on two people that I love more than anything outside my mom, my wife, and my two daughters. I promise you, you shift the way you look at this thing, shift the way you look at it. They call shifting your paradigm. Paradigm is just the way you see something. Your view, your point of view, your worldview. You got the power. Show up for yourself and show up for your friends and family and your other Gen Zers that can't find a job or struggling finding a job or just, living in fear. Or maybe your friends has been snatched up and sent to these damn concentration camps that they call, these deportation centers, which they're really no more than concentration camps. And they're trying to build more. Because the play is, well, once we get all these illegals, and shout out, once again, I got to give her props. Billie Eilish, pop star, pop singer, young lady, won at least one Grammy, if not others. Like a global superstar, singer and songwriter, Billie Eilish. Don't hate her, boy. I'm a big fan of hers. Her music is nice, but it's not on my playlist. But it's no shade on her. But she said something at the Grammys that was so profound, outside of fuck ICE, was no one's illegal on stolen land. This land, America, was stolen. Talked about that a lot. But I loved it for her, for someone of her stature, representing Gen Zers, to say that to a global audience was powerful. And she didn't give a damn about CBS being owned by this MAGA dude, David Ellison. She didn't give a damn. She's like, David Ellison can't do nothing to me. That's the fearlessness that we all gotta have. Now, some of us already have it, but even turn it up some more. So my Gen Zers and Gen Alphas, come on Gen Z, come on Generation Alpha, you got the power. Uncle G is giving you I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the blueprint, the playbook. You got the first 15 plays, the middle 30 plays, the last 15 plays. I'm giving you the whole playbook, the blueprint. I'm putting you up on game. I'm giving up the ghost, and you got the power. So utilize this system. Utilize the system, the political system. It's a delivery system. And find the people that share your worldview, and you put them in office. You show up, You overwhelm the system, and there's nothing they can't stop you. And use your money the same way to let these CEOs know. If they don't speak up, if they don't show up to the White House and shut this shit down, because trust me, they can shut it down quicker than anybody. The way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in them pockets, dig in their pockets. Stop spending money. I promise you, I guarantee you, you'll get these CEOs' attention, and they'll speak for you. They'll show up. They'll show up to the White House in Mar-a-Lago, be like, hey, you little orange, you messing up our money now. You fucking up our money. Why do you think it was announced, the regime announced they were immediately pulling 700 ICE agents and Border Patrol agents out of Minneapolis immediately? Because they're feeling the pressure that the people are putting on, not just the politicians, but these companies, these CEOs, showing up, protesting, but other ways. Man, I'm telling you, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, if you realize the power that you really have, it might scare some of you all. You'd be like, wow, I got that much power. We could change the world. That might sound corny. You may say, oh, that shit is corny. It is true. It is true as night follows day and sunrise follows night. It is true as the sun rising in the east and settling in the west. You got the power. Come on, Gen Z. Uncle G got you. I'm going to keep putting you up on game. I'm going to continue to be the wind beneath your wings. I'm going to continue to spit the knowledge and the wisdom. I'm going to spit some bars of wisdom and knowledge and power, empowering you to step into your power, to use your power. Because y'all can change this. It's your time. You can change the world. You can create the world. You can create the community, the country, and the culture that you want to live in, that we all should live in. I believe in you. I always believe in you. Always bet on you. Because there's one thing nobody in the world can beat you doing, and that's being the best version of you. I love you. I believe in you. I don't give a damn if nobody said they believe in you. I believe in you. So I just need you to believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Because I believe in you. Absolutely. 100%. Unequivocally. Absolutely unconditionally believe in you, and you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Yes, you, God. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, everybody. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody, like, share, subscribe. Click on the like button. Everybody watching, please click on the like button. Like, share. You can share a tag. Every social media platform there is on the planet. Like, share, and tag everything and everybody. Copy and paste the link and tell everybody to subscribe. I only need 22 new subscribers, and my media company and my YouTube channel becomes a YouTube partner. That means my media company will start getting a check from YouTube every month, which will support my media company. It's so important that we support black-owned media, because this corporate media, they're kissing Orange Hitler's ass. So we need platforms like this to speak truth to power, or as my grandmother Jean Jones said, tell the truth. She said, tell the truth and shame the devil. She didn't curse. So really the translation, tell the truth and shame the damn devil with his punk ass. But Jean Jones, she, that's the energy she has. She said, tell the truth and shame the devil. And that's what we do here. All right. Shout out to Mayor Shardell Murray, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Murray's Mortuary. Sponsors of the Geno Jones Show. Thank you so much, Mayor Murray. You'll be seeing Mayor Murray, I believe, probably next Friday. Her and my regular guest co-host, Christy K. Love Baxter, Miss Plus Size Charleston. So it'll be a fun show. The town of Hollywood got some exciting events coming up for Black History Month, for Juneteenth, and some things in between. So some real exciting things happen in the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, which is part of the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. All right, shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He's the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the Charleston metro. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kel B Cutting Up, KelBeCuttinup. Allie Jones, who? Allie Jones, who? Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her Lexi Jones collection out at lx.ncl_ on Instagram, IG. lx.ncl_. All right, I love you guys. I really do. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show live. Thanks to everybody that's watching the recorded version, because this show is recorded live. So if you're not watching me live here Wednesday night, 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's a little after 8 o'clock East Coast time. Whenever you're watching, thank you for watching. Once again, please click on that like button below. Like, share, and subscribe. I know you say, well, Geno, we've already subscribed. No, spread the word. Record a little video for me. Post it, tell everybody to subscribe to my channel. Come on and watch it. So whenever, they can watch it live, or they can go to my YouTube channel and watch any episode that you didn't see live. All of my episodes from the last 5 years are on my YouTube channel right here. So the Geno Jones Show is available 24/7, 365 days a year. The Geno Jones Show channel, now the show may take a break every now and then, but the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, all my episodes, 24/7, 365 days, never a day off. They're always right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. We'll see you live, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Thank you for watching. We'll see you Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, everybody.
When Geraldine and I tell our girls about growing up in the 80s and 90s, it's like talking about a whole different planet. We used to play outside till the street lights came on. We drank straight out of the water hose, ran everywhere, explored, got lost, got hurt, busted our knees, our heads, and our butts. Nobody knew where we were, what we were doing, or who we were with. I'm Chris Jones. I'm a rocket scientist, a minister, and a girl dad. And I have a theory about why childhood and everything else feels different now. Because gravity hasn't changed, but the price of a trip to the hospital has. Blue jeans, Jordans, gas, groceries, and health insurance. Everything is more expensive, and it's scaring us out of risk, innovation, and the joy of life itself. It was more affordable to fall, to fail, to get back up. And our parents trusted America enough to let us run free. Bankruptcy was for gamblers and crooked real estate developers, not middle-class families, not teachers, not cancer patients. I'm running for Congress because the fall of the American working class wasn't an accident. It was a political decision. Meet my congressman, French Hill, the most powerful banker in America. He's my opponent, but he's your problem too. He chairs the Financial Services Committee and fights anything that looks like consumer protection. The law to limit overdraft fees to $5.
This is a change that could save American households $5 billion in overdraft charges every year.
French Hill killed it. Yep, they even found a way to make being broke more expensive. If there's anybody who's got to go, it's him. I'm blessed. I studied hard, earned 2 degrees from Morehouse College, then 2 masters and a PhD from MIT. I married my best friend, who's a combat veteran and an ER doctor. God gave us 3 beautiful daughters, and along that journey, I earned the votes of 319,000 Arkansans who believe we deserve better. I have good news for you. You can still go outside till the street lights come on. We call it organizing. Just you and a few friends fighting for your freedom, standing up for each other.
We have 12 months to win this election.
We have a poll that makes this a 1-point race and a grassroots organization that has been growing for 3.5 years. This district is full of fighters. We're doing the hard work, and we need you to join us.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.